So we're back on Behance, and today we're going to be looking at a logo that was done by Inessa. If I messed up your name, I apologize. I am pretty bad with names. But we're going to look to see if we can create your logo today, Inessa. Again, these challenges are mainly to get rid of our creative block and just practice making some logos without thinking too much. If I'm supposed to think about making logos, I will never make any. But this exercise is pretty much to get me practicing. Our logo is called Playly, and we're just going to try to recreate this. All right, so I've already went ahead and pasted this into Illustrator. And again, my thought process is look at the basic elements of this. What did she use to make what? I can see the triangular shape. I can see an oval shape, a couple of oval shapes here, here, and even here. I am going to start with the thing that is most obvious, which is my triangle. So for the triangle, we're going to use I'm going to use the polygon tool to create that. Now with the polygon tool, you're going to get a polygon. And what's amazing is you can always subtract sides or add sides. We're going to turn that polygon into a triangle. Then I noticed that all our three sides are, they have they're curved. So easiest way to curve things in Illustrator is pretty much pulling on these little things. I'm probably going to work with let's go to this as well. You can select it from up top. I want to go with maybe about 10. Let's see what 10 looks like. 10, a little bit more, maybe about 13. 13 is going to be my size. 13 I think looks similar to that one. What I'm probably going to do is copy this and paste it behind, and then I'm going to close the layer in the back, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm going to do that. Now she has this little arch here, and I think I may have to use my one of my triangles to just create that. And what I'm probably going to do is use my ellipse tool, create some circles. Let's see what an appropriate size would be. Let's turn these circles into white, and what I'll do is duplicate this, just hold Alt, and I also held Shift because I wanted to make sure that it was on the same level. So what I'm going to do is move this over 1 2 3 4 5 6 maybe. Move this over 6 as well. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to just use my minus tool, and of course that back layer is on. Let's turn it off. That's the shape we have left. And now just start cleaning the parts that I really don't need. So that part is gone, this part is gone. So we're left with the shape. I can pretty much just detach this by using the direct select and selecting it and start deleting some of these anchors, and that's what we have. Then I'm going to use my pen tool just to join that, and then what I'm going to do from here is pretty much turn on this layer, and I'm going to subtract the shape from this. So I'm selecting them both. I'm going back to my Pathfinder and I'm using minus. And so we have this portion of it, right? Now it really doesn't look nice because here you have this part looking flat. Hers go all the way up. So the awesome thing about this now is that you're going to get a point, and with each point you can always smooth it out. So I'm going to smooth it out all the way this direction, and same for this. You're gonna go all the way this direction. Now remember, again, I can go in the up, if you notice the top section there where it says corners, I can go there and I can plug in a number if I'm worried that it's gonna be different. But to me that looks okay for that portion of it. Now what we need to do is create a rocket. Let's go with the the ellipse tool. I'm gonna cut this off from here so I can get a nice little flat section there. Right, so minus that section, so we have that. All right, so now we have our little rocket coming along here. Our rocket has wings, so we got to get wings on this thing. I am going to use the oval shape for the wings, and I'm going to bring it down. Now I'm going to choose a different color, just to be able to see what's on top of what, right? Good thing right here would be now to use this to make sure that they're aligned. And the wings are about halfway, so let's go about there. And what I'm going to do is make a copy of this and paste it in the back, close that layer. As a matter of fact, close my triangle as well while I'm at it. And now I'm going to bring that circle, or that circle in the back, and I'm going to use this, which is my rocket, to subtract, to minus from this. I think it did it do something? Yep, it did something. Problem is this one is on in the back, but if you look, if I turn it off, you'll see that something happened. Now if you notice, the bottom portion of the wing too is nicely shaped, so what I'm going to be using for that one is also ellipse, or the ellipse tool. So I'm ensuring that the circle that I just drew, the last one, is on top, and again I'm going to minus from back, and that's our wings right there. All right, so let's turn on. Let me turn on this layer so I can see it, and it doesn't look like anything. It looks crazy, don't it? Well, we're gonna line this up real nice, like so. And also let's use my direct select tool to select them separately. 1 2 1 2. And what I should have done first though is, and I kind of messed this up, is make sure that this thing, just paint it black real fast, is ensure that this thing sits nice on that shape. But you can see that this is all sorts of crazy. This is not even the same dimension. It's a lot bigger. And yeah, okay, so I messed up with that part. And maybe stretch it a little bit more. Yeah, I should have fit this in this space before even cutting the wings out. But I'm gonna promise you the wings are gonna work. I'm gonna make sure that they work. All right. We're gonna stretch them a little too, not too much. And then I'm gonna move them individually, just to sit next to this thing.
I did it, Dad. I did it.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it. Yay!
He's back on his games.
Yeah, Daddy, look.
So that looks all right. That looks all right. I'm just fascinated with this little section here. She squeezed this slightly, but it's so smooth, right? How that tip looks, I want to figure it out. Let's try to figure out how she got that tip. If I can't figure it out, then I'll forget about it. All right. We could probably do like this. Let's try.
Let's try anything.
And I'm gonna join it.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's join the two shapes. All right. And then let me try to use this, and then kind of just bring that in like so. Bring that in like so. Bring that in like so.
His name is
bring this in like so. But what I can do is pull this in all the way across to, what's it, 23. Let's make it the even number 24, and I'll do the same for this. Make it 24. Yeah, now it looks somewhat like what she did. Somewhat. I bet there's a better way to do it, but we are not here to myth bust. I'm just here to design, all right? But jump in the comments and let me know what I did wrong. Let me know how I could have done it better. All right, so the next step is to get this thing graded, and let me grade my background shape. So let's open it and close everything else, and we're gonna go in. I'm gonna go in my grade. Let's expand this panel and look for grade. Here's grade, and if I apply the grade, of course I already did that in black and white. So a couple things I want to do is to change the direction. It's going from dark to light, so but it's the direction is 90 degrees, so 90 degrees is my direction. And just select the color. It's gonna give me the swash up here. Let's space that out, and I think it's kind of a darker purple. Something like that. And I think we are done. All I have to do now is to change this, to group this up. So let's group that, and I'm gonna do white. Just gonna hit my white, and that's it. How did we do? I can see a little bit of difference. It should be though. I should not be doing their work the way they did their work. And again, I imagine these people they came up with an idea, and just the idea aspect of it is the hardest process, and I'm just copying what they're doing. But it's not to say what looks better or what looks worse. It's a matter of just getting you used to designing. Again, if you like this kind of video, definitely jump on, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how we could improve. Let me know, just basic process of how you go by designing stuff. But that's what we have. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Thank you very much for coming through. Take care.